Wyndham Rewards bonus points at daysin.com.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Welcome to Nashville, where it's Week 12 of the NFL on CBS. The playoff-minded Oakland Raiders come to town to battle the Titans. 3 years ago, Derek Carr and Marcus Mariota faced off in college. They meet again today in a game being broadcast in Spanish. We're available using the SAP button on your television. Our kickoff is next.
Presenting Subway Fresh Buds. Subway, the official training restaurant of athletes everywhere. Last Sunday night in Arizona, Cardinals quarterback Carson Palmer threw 4 touchdown passes, including a 64-yard play to rookie J.J. Nelson, the first touchdown of his career. In the game's final drive, Palmer connected with receiver Larry Fitzgerald to set up Chandler Catanzaro's winning field goal as the Cardinals earned their 4th straight victory.
What's with the helmet?
Oh, well, I got a life coach.
What's that like?
Wake up! Take the stairs! Say hello!
Hello.
Not him, her!
Hello.
No. 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 No.
You don't need a life coach. Subway makes better choices easy, like the low-fat, sweet onion chicken teriyaki. All white meat, crisp veggies, freshly baked bread, under 400 calories. Subway, eat fresh.
Come on, use your head!
CBS Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
As we welcome you back to Nashville, it's cloudy. It is ugly. It began raining in the middle of the night. There's more rain forecast today for the conditions downstairs. Let's check in with Jamie Iredell. Jamie.
Well, Greg, I'm feeling pretty lucky right now. At this moment, it's not actively raining. However, I don't think that luck is going to hold through the rest of the afternoon. More rain expected here in Nashville. But if you ask Titans rookie quarterback Marcus Mariota, he doesn't mind. He says when it's rainy on game day, he feels like he's at home. And that's not just from his college career at Oregon. That's from growing up playing football in Hawaii as well. However, according to veteran safety for the Raiders, Charles Woodson, rainy game day means ball security issues, and we know this Raiders defense, Greg, is hungry to generate a couple turnovers today on the road.
All right, Jamie, thank you. The Oakland Raiders won the toss, and they have deferred, so they will kick to Tennessee. Sebastian Janikowski will get us underway. And this will bounce into and through the end zone, and so Tennessee will start from its own 20-yard line, and there is Heisman Trophy winner Marcus Mariota, completing 65% of his passes, 13 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, and hosting about 150 people from home here today.
He's got quite the crowd here today, and I was just impressed getting a chance to talk with him yesterday, and you talk to the other guys in the locker room, and they talk about his leadership and how he brings that humble leadership to the room.
So from his own 20-yard line, here's Mariota. And he will throw on first down. Tipped at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete. Danico Autry got a hand on that pass.
Just a nice little combination route they're trying to give to Marcus Mariota to get the ball out of his hands quickly, and that really has a lot to do with what this offense, they don't want him to hang on to the ball very long because of the pressure and a lot of the changes on the offensive line.
On 2nd and 10, this is Antonio Andrews. And maybe 2 yards on the play. Andrews, the second-year running back out of Western Kentucky. So it'll be 3rd and 8.
Well, this is exactly what the Raiders want coming in here. They want a young quarterback, get him in 3rd and long where they can bring some different combinations of pressure, where they can cause some confusion for the offensive line in terms of their protection schemes.
Number 83, Harry Douglas, flanked to the bottom of your screen. Mariota looks left, going deep, and a miscommunication. Kendall Wright, who is back in action after a 3-game stretch, being out with a sprained ankle, pulled up short, and the pass went long.
That was just a miscommunication between Mariota and Kendall Wright. As we said at the top, Kendall Wright has had 3 weeks that he hasn't played, dealing with an injury, back on the field, and just not on the same page.
So Brett Kern will kick it away to Jeremy Ross, who will be returning kicks today for the Raiders. And Ross will chase this one down inside his own 20-yard line. And right up the sideline and out of bounds at about the 40. Forced out by Marqueston Huff. And so here comes Derek Carr. The Raider quarterback, 2nd year from Fresno State, 21 touchdowns, 6 picks, and the offensive line does a great job of keeping him clean. He has been sacked just 11 times on the season.
Well, and just as we said with Mariota, they want to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Yes, you want to take some shots up the field, especially when you have some down-the-field weapons like the Raiders do, but he's done a good job with understanding the pressure, getting the ball out quickly.
That's Latavius Murray going in motion in the backfield. Carr, quick slant, and that is complete to about the 45-yard line to the rookie Amari Cooper. Talking about this Raider team allowing only 13 sacks on the season. That's tied for fewest in the NFL. Carr helps that, gets his passes out under 2.5 seconds from snap to pass. But the Raiders up against one of the best pass rushes in the NFL. The Titans, 31 sacks. That's the 4th most in the league. Second and 3. Deep drop, got rid of it, and it's incomplete.
Carr's slow getting up. He took a hit after throwing that ball.
And Carr is still down on his knees. Looks like number 90, Daquan Jones. Late hit, Trent?
I don't think it's a late hit, but when you see where he hits Carr, it's right underneath that right arm where there's really, I know you have rib pads on, but the rib pads are generally lower. So if you see the elbow of Jones, it comes in right underneath Carr's right armpit, and there's really no protection under there. So not to go too far into speculation, but it looks like that's where it was he got hit.
And so he will come to the sideline, and Matt McGloin, the backup quarterback, getting loose. And will come on the field for at least one snap.
Well, it's a crucial 3rd down snap. So Dick LeBeau, who's a defensive assistant with the Titans in combination with Ray Horton, the defensive coordinator, they come up with different combinations of pressure. So all of a sudden here on a 3rd down with the new quarterback that hasn't gotten many snaps, it'll be interesting to see if they decide to bring it and test it.
McGloin hasn't played in a game since week 1 against Cincinnati. On 3rd and 3. McGloin pulled it down a couple of times, and it's incomplete at midfield. Intended for Clive Walford. Jamie.
Derek Carr trotted off to the sideline just now, took one warm-up throw. He's still over here because they're getting forced off the field now, but he looks to be okay. He was ready to come back out.
All right, Jamie, thank you. Onto the field, a punting unit led by Marquette King. And Harry Douglas will drop back to about his own 15-yard line. King lofts this one up, trying to drop it inside the 10, and he will do that. Special teams will down it down there. Nico Thorpe tracked it down. And the ball will be placed at the 8-yard line. Derek Carr going to recover from this hit and come back the next time Oakland has the football.
I've been to Denver, Salt Lake City, Houston, Seattle, Los Angeles, New York City, Portland, Chicago, Milwaukee, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Mexico City, Dallas, San Diego.
Southwest flies all over the country and international. So no matter where you want to go, we've got a low fare to get you there. Book now at southwest.com.
I've been everywhere.
And can you explain to me why you recommend synthetic over cedar?
Superfood. Is that a real thing?
It's a great school, but is it the right one for her?
Is this really any better than the one you got last year?
If we consolidate suppliers, what's the savings there?
So should we go with the 467 horsepower?
Or is a 423 enough?
Good question.
You ask a lot of good questions.
I think we should move you into our new fund.
Sure.
Okay.
But are you asking enough about how your wealth is managed? Wealth management at Charles Schwab.
You still have a chance to win millions of instant win prizes and tickets to Super Bowl 50. And now, with all-day breakfast, you can play anytime with a delicious Egg McMuffin. It's time to play Game Time Gold.
Man, I love those Bears.
Every Christmas is memorable. But a gift from Kay Jewelers makes it unforgettable. Save up to 30% on diamond fashions at Kay, the #1 memory maker in America.
Every kiss begins with Kay.
Gotta go.
We've been developing a combat device.
He's not responding to my commands.
It's gone rogue.
This is your fault.
You're bad, pathetic.
Don't talk to me like that.
New Supergirl, CBS Monday, or stream it live or on demand.
Not since October of the 2014 season have the Tennessee Titans won a game here at home. They've lost 10 in a row. They beat Jacksonville that day by a 16-14 score. Derek Carr looks like he's ready to go the next time they get their hands on the ball. Meanwhile, Mariota and the Titans from their own 8. Andrews. About 3 hard-fought yards to the 11. On the offensive line, Quinton Spang, number 60, starting at left tackle today for Joe Looney, or left guard rather, and one of the more underrated and overlooked tight ends in the league is Delaney Walker, who happens to be the Titans' leading receiver. Doesn't get nearly the publicity a couple of other better-known tight ends around the league receive.
Well, unfortunately, that's indicative because of the Titans' record, but he definitely has the numbers.
That quick pass is complete across the 15, out to about the 17-yard line to Anthony Fasano. Raiders 4-3 defense. Rookie Mario Edwards Jr. out of Florida State is at one defensive end. Number 52, the terrific young linebacker Khalil Mack, whose 5 sacks leads the Raiders. And the 18-year veteran safety Charles Woodson doesn't just keep on doing it, he does it well. His 5 interceptions lead the team. 3rd and short yardage.
Looks like the Raiders are going to go to man-to-man coverage here, so look for Mariota to get some either rubs or crossing routes underneath.
Pulls it down, then throws, and it's broken up across the 20-yard line by number 38, T.J. Carey. It was intended for Kendall Wright.
This is just going to be Kendall Wright going on a slant with Carey on his back, knocking the ball away. I'd rather see them do a combination route where you get a flat slant combination to where you're causing the defense to make a decision if you bubble over, if you go underneath, if you trail the receiver. But when you're just all doing slants, it's easier for the defender to knock it away.
So once again, Kern to kick it away to Ross. And Ross this time from his own 26-yard line. Dodges 1, dodges 2. Coming across the field and cuts it back and is brought down at about the 38 or 39-yard line. 11:19 to play in the first quarter. When we come back, so will Derek Carr.
Intel's best processor is here. So you can take this very real, very terrifying memory and edit it, share
Introducing Intel's new 6th generation core processor. It's our best processor ever.
Get great deals from Verizon. Get a Samsung Galaxy Note 5. Get $400 off. Get it only this weekend. Get it before it's gone. Get more this holiday season from Verizon.
I am the Collector, and this is my battle realm. The world's greatest heroes and villains under my spell. Forced to fight in my cosmic contest.
Come on, buddy, unfreeze us already!
Fine, as you were.
Collect Marvel heroes, form alliances, face off in the ultimate contest of champions. Who's on your team? Download for free.
Starlight, star bright, the first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight.
Wishes do come true. The Lincoln Wishlist event is on. Right now, get exceptional offers on the entire Lincoln family. For a limited time, sign and drive off in a new 2016 Lincoln MKX for $489 a month with zero due at signing.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest. Transparency. Low fares, nothing to hide. MetLife. Contact a MetLife Premier Client Group representative today. And by the new 6th Gen Intel Core processor. It's Intel's best processor ever.
That is Broadway here in Nashville, one of the great streets in the country. Hey, find the perfect gift for your favorite sports fan. Team and player apparel and gear for every sport, plus free shipping when you shop CBS Sports. Shop now at cbssports.com/gift.
What's up?
On first down, Latavius Murray off left guard, and he will bust it out to about the 44-yard line, a pickup of about 5. And Derek Carr is back after sitting out a play. You look at his numbers. You know, down on Broadway, Trent, you can buy records, you can buy vinyl albums, you can buy guitars, you can hear live music, you can buy cowboy boots.
A little bit of everything down there, you're right. It'll be interesting to see how the Titans now, not that they're trying to hurt players, but anytime you've got a starting quarterback that's dealing with an injury, he had to miss the last snap of the first series, see what type of attack they bring on him.
Murray going nowhere, wrapped up back at the 41-yard line. He will be whistled down, and that is a dead football. Ryan Orakpo made the first hit.
So you can see that Murray is down before that ball comes out.
About a week before it came out. But now a 3rd and 8.
Look at the Titans. Nobody in the three-point stance. Everybody's standing up.
Let's see who moved first. Our referee today is Jeff Triplett.
Could be Donald Penn that was moving.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. Number 50. Number 50. 5-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
Well, there is no number 50 on the Tennessee Titans.
Watch Donald Penn. See if the timing here. You're going to see guys that are rushing. They ultimately call it on 50, but as Greg just said, there is nobody 50. So
looked like they moved on Tony Bergstrom's head bob. 3rd and 3. Carr. That's a first down. Across midfield and fighting for more yardage to about the 46 or the 45 is Andre Holmes. Get the Raiders on offense up front. Starting center, Rodney Hudson out with an ankle injury. Tony Bergstrom starting for him. And a lot of talk about rookie wide receiver Amari Cooper, rightly so, but the veteran Michael Crabtree, more catches and more touchdown receptions. Having a terrific year.
Crabtree's been a nice addition. Nice combination with Amari Cooper, and we just saw Andre Holmes get a catch. He's been a big play receiver for the Raiders as well.
And this is Murray, and Murray not getting much, just inside the 45. Tennessee on defense, starting nose tackle Al Woods is out. He also with an ankle injury. Sammy Hill starting in his place. The veteran Brian Orakpo leads the sack-happy Titan defense in sacks. They have 31. He has 7 of them. And quarterback Cody Sensabaugh figures to be well tested today. 2 picks on the year, and 1 of them he returned for a touchdown. 2nd and 9 and an empty backfield for Carr. And here come the Titans. Quick pass. And in and out of the hands of Murray. 3rd and 9.
Titans bringing pressure that time off of the right slot for Carr. So he goes out to the quick hits to the outside. Murray not able to hang on to it, forcing the Raiders into a 3rd and long.
That is the 20th drop pass of this season by the Oakland Raiders. They come into this week tied for the 3rd most in the NFL. Here's 3rd and 9. And Carr with some extra protection in the backfield. Running out of time, pushes it forward for Murray, and it falls incomplete.
For a defense that generally likes to bring pressure, this time on 3rd and long, they only rush 3, drop 8 into coverage, play zone with a man principal underneath, causing confusion for Derek Carr. No real lanes to get to as he has to step up, just tries flipping it underhand there. A little shuffle pass, I guess you would, to Latavius Murray, and not able to connect.
Once again, Harry Douglas back at his own 10-yard line. Last time, Marquette King dropped it down inside the 10. Gonna try it again. Fair catch called for this time and made at about the 12-yard line. 8:23 to play in a scoreless first quarter in Nashville.
When the flu hits, it's a really big deal. The aches, the chills, the fever. An even bigger deal? Everything you miss out on. Family pizza night. The big game. Or date night. Why lose out to the flu any longer than you have to? Prescription Tamiflu can help you get better 1.3 days faster. That's 30% sooner. Call your doctor right away and attack the flu virus at its source with prescription Tamiflu. Tamiflu is FDA approved to treat the flu in people 2 weeks and older whose flu symptoms started within the last 2 days. Before taking Tamiflu, tell your doctor if you're pregnant, nursing, have serious health conditions, or take other medicines. If you develop an allergic reaction, a severe rash, or signs of unusual behavior, stop taking Tamiflu and call your doctor immediately. Children and adolescents in particular may be at an increased risk of seizures, confusion, or abnormal behavior. The most common side effects are mild to moderate nausea and vomiting. Call your doctor right away. Don't lose another moment to the flu. When there's flu, Tamiflu.
From the big gifts that mean a lot to the little ones that mean everything. Get the perfect gift for everyone and share wonder on Christmas Day. Walmart.
Hey, Chip, how'd the discount double check work for you?
Great. Just wish I had double checked those throwback uniforms, so. Cannot believe I found your size. Look at that, huh? Woo! You liked them though, right?
No, I didn't.
It pays to double check. Save big with State Farm.
Don't miss the all-time holiday classic in high definition.
Rudolph Full Power.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, CBS Tuesday.
Here's a really nice thing. Both the Raiders and the Titans lent a helping hand this past week. On Monday, the Raiders' offensive line handed out turkeys to low-income and military families at the Raiders facility in Alameda. Tuesday night, the Titans teamed up with Bridge Ministry to feed an estimated 800 homeless people under the Jefferson Street Bridge here in Nashville.
Great to see the players on both teams giving back to the community, but for the Titans here on this series, I'd like to see them with the play action here on first down and try and push the ball up the field here and change the field position on the Raiders.
From their own 12-yard line. There's a play fake. And Mariota throws wide open. He hit his man coming across the middle. That's Delaney Walker. And Walker out of bounds. Across the 45 to about the 48-yard line.
Dorial Green Beckham is the one. He'll be coming across here. You're going to see that's Delaney Walker, but on the front side, clearing it out is Dorial Green Beckham. He takes the corner and the safety out of there, so when Delaney Walker comes across the field, there's no defender there. Mariota able to drop it into that second layer and get the ball up by midfield.
36-yard pickup and a first down at the 48. Another play fake, and Mariota on the move hits number 83, Harry Douglas, and that is another first down at the 42.
2 plays in a row getting the play action pass, this time with a fake to the left. Just that counter play with the guard pulling out, that gets the defense, it gets the linebackers to bite on it. When you see the offensive lineman pulling, that generally means it's going to be a run. Catching him off guard, getting leverage, accurate throw by Mariota to Douglas for the first down.
So now Tennessee has indeed flipped the field. They're at the Oakland 42. And on first down, Mariota will throw again. That is complete. Inside the 35-yard line to Delaney Walker once again.
Raiders this time coming with secondary pressure, leaving a pocket in that second level. You can see Mariota standing in there. You can see him with the pressure in the pocket collapsing around him. He doesn't get busy feet. He's able to step into it. Shaking his fingers a little bit, maybe hit him on the shoulder pads or helmet.
2nd and 4. This is Andrews, and Andrews slipped as he tried to cut and goes down at the 35. We get our first update of the day to New York. JB.
Pass interference call set this up, Greg.
We got the #1 defense against the #1 league's leading rusher. Advantage, Adrian Peterson. Minnesota takes the lead 7-0 in Atlanta.
Greg, I will be more patient next time. Never step on Greg Gumbel. Back to Greg Gumbel.
Yeah, JB, how dare you? Thank you, bud.
JB, I've learned that really quick.
Number 90 of the defense. Unnecessary roughness. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Dan Williams has been called for an unnecessary roughness.
Well, there's some blocking going on at the end of this play. Williams got up and responded. The problem is when you jump up and respond when everybody else is standing around, the officials tend to see it.
Big Dan Williams at 6'2", 330 pounds. And you saw Jack Del Rio equally displeased on the sideline. So here's Tennessee at the 20. 3 tight ends, along with Antonio Andrews, who now comes in motion. Mariota over the middle. It is caught for the touchdown. Tipped and caught by Craig Stevens.
That's an incredible catch, Greg. Craig Stevens with tremendous concentration. I was surprised there wasn't pass interference called on the play by Nate Allen. He's going to work a move here on Nate Allen as he comes out of the cut. Mariota doing a nice job keeping his eyes to the front side. Allen grabs Stevens around the shoulder pad. You see him turn his entire body. Stevens maintaining the concentration, tips the ball in the air, is able to bring it in for the touchdown. But good job by Mariota with his eyes looking to his left to hold the middle safety so he can get back to the right for the touchdown.
Craig Stevens with his first touchdown catch of this season. And Ryan Suckup, perfect in extra points, 18 for 18 on the year. And it's blocked. And picked up by the Raiders. And number 96 is Danico Autry. And Autry down the sideline, looking for 2 points, and he's got 2.
You know what, Greg, though? I think that pitch was a forward pitch. There's a flag down on the field. And I think that second lateral by T.J. Carey was a forward lateral. We'll wait and see what the flag is.
Marker is back at the 35-yard line. Here's Jeff Triplett.
Illegal forward pass. The kicking team. Correction, the defensive team. Therefore, because that is a foul, The point after is no good. We'll kick off at the 35. Timeout.
So Tennessee with a 6-point lead. And here's the play.
Carey shoves Suckup out of the way, and as he's getting tackled, he flips it forward. Pretty obvious.
Denico Autry, a little running back in his blood.
A new world hang outside the window, beautiful and strange. It must be found in a way. I must be sound and color.
Starlight, star bright, the first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might, have the wish I wish tonight.
Wishes do come true. The Lincoln Wishlist event is on. Right now, get exceptional offers on the entire Lincoln family. For a limited time, your choice of MKC, MKZ, gas or hybrid for $369 a month with zero due at signing.
How do you gift wrap the holidays? Do you stick to a Christmas list or wander the aisles? Gift for the season or for the year? Shop only for them or snag a little something for you? Gift a card? Overstuff a stocking? Or trim a tree? However you build cheer, the best savings on gifts are here. Let's do this. Buy a combo kit, get up to $150 towards power tools and more. The Home Depot. More saving, more doing.
Everything comes crashing down.
Medical!
Is he okay?
New Survivor, CBS Wednesday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by The Home Depot. More saving, more doing. And by Zales. Declare your love with gifts from Zales, the Diamond Store.
5:53 to play in the first quarter. 6-0 Tennessee. A 5-play, 88-yard drive, and Marcus Mariota's touchdown pass to Craig Stevens. Those Tennessee tight ends rack up the yardage, don't they?
Well, and that was a great series for Marcus Mariota and the offense. Just number one, change in the field. They've been down inside their own 15-yard line starting all these drives, and so getting that play action pass on first down to Delaney Walker to get some separation out to midfield and play action the other way to Harry Douglas. The penalty helped them out, and ultimately getting the tight end Craig Stevens for the touchdown.
Saw Jack Del Rio working the officials along the sideline. Working them hard, too.
That's part of the job. You got to work them a little bit.
Jeremy Ross is deep and on the run from 2 yards deep into the end zone. Out across the 20 to about the 22-yard line. Thursday on CBS and NFL Network, it's an important NFC North matchup. Packers will look to get a little revenge for their Week 10 loss to the Detroit Lions, and in 2 weeks, division-leading Vikings and Cardinals take center stage only on NFL Network. You think the Green Bay Packers might be a little sore about that game?
Yeah, they're going to be a little salty. And obviously, you look at this from a couple weeks ago. Detroit, this is really what caused their turnaround of their season, and they've been hot ever since.
And the Detroit Lions, people expected from the outset. 1st and 10. Carr. Pass to the near sideline, complete and out of bounds to the rookie, Cooper.
I think it's important to note, we talked about the last series that Tennessee needed to try and take some shots, push the ball up the field. I think with the Raiders, you have to be a little bit careful of that. As we mentioned coming into this game, the pressure that the Titans are able to apply to quarterbacks, the number of sacks that they applied, especially since Derek Carr was already knocked out of this game once, taking the time to push the ball up the field, you mean you're going to have to hold on to it a little bit longer.
Picked up 5, 2nd and 5.
What's up?
Hard throw again. With time, throwing it down the middle, it is caught. Inside the 40 to the 35 is Seth Roberts, the first-year guy out of West Alabama.
I mentioned if you push the ball up the field, you have to hang onto the ball longer. Watch the protection that Derek Carr gets. Latavius Murray goes from right to left to pick up the blitzer coming off the edge. He's able to make an accurate throw upfield to Roberts.
Well, you were right. He had all kinds of time in the face of a team known for its pass rush. 38-yard pickup. Carr going to throw it again. Going to look to run it. Can't get away and goes down at the 42-yard line, courtesy of Avery Williamson.
They were trying to get a look out to Latavius Murray when he was on the swing, and that was the outlet for the quick throw, but Carr hanging onto the ball to try and push it up the field, not having the time as the pocket collapsed.
Quarterback sack is another notch on the belt for these Tennessee Titans on defense.
He slides up and tries to buy some time, but it's a relentless defense as they get after the quarterback.
That is a rare sack for Derek Carr. Second and 17. Setting up the screen. Murray up the middle and jaws inside the 20 to about the 18-yard line.
Titans decide to bring pressure once again. Timely call on the screen. Only one defender left there to try and make a shoestring tackle. As Blindy Ray Wilson is trying to make a shoestring tackle of Latavius Murray, he's able to keep his feet and pick up a big first down after that sack on first down.
Latavius Murray is a big back at 6'3", 230. 23-yard pickup, first down now at the Tennessee 18. This is Murray. Maybe a yard. Let's get another update and see if I can finish the throw before JB picks it up. JB and Bart.
Houston in the turnaround.
Houston rolling early, winners of 3 straight. Brian Hoyer's going to find Cecil Shorts for the 3-yard pass. Houston up 14-0.
Much more patient with my talented colleague, Greg Gumbel.
Yeah, JB, thank you very much. Oh, I'm sorry. AFC South. We mentioned at the top of the day, Tennessee at 2-8, only 3 games back of the division leaders. Second and 9. This is Olawale, and Olawale cuts it back, still on his feet, and inside the 10 to about the 7, and it'll be first and goal.
Olawale getting more and more involved in the game plan, very similar in stature and size and talent to Marcel Reese, who they've used for a long time. And when you have somebody you can use in a number of different ways, catching the ball out of the backfield, this time Olawale getting the sweep, following his offensive lineman around that left side, and he's not easy to bring down.
So Murray back into the backfield. 69-yard drive and counting for the Raiders. Carr on the move, throwing, end zone, caught, touchdown, Michael Crabtree.
All scoring plays are going to be automatically reviewed, but it's Crabtree one-on-one on Sensabaugh working that right sideline. As Derek Carr is rolling to his right, trying to catch it right in that front pylon, gets both feet down, the ball secure, he finishes it to the ground, you can see both feet down. Goes to the ground and finishes it. The ball doesn't move. That'll be a quick signal to the officials on the play that the extra point should move forward.
Textbook by Crabtree.
And great placement by Carr. That's the only spot. You have to put it in that front corner, and that way if it's incomplete, you're not giving the defender an opportunity for a 100-yard pick six.
So it's been confirmed it is a legitimate touchdown catch, and Sebastian Janikowski for the extra point. And with 1:34 to play in the first quarter, the Raiders come right back with the touchdown and the extra point to lead 7-6.
Get great deals from Verizon. Get the Fitbit Charge. Get $40 off. Get it now. Get going. Get more this holiday season from Verizon.
It was hard enough finding the right girl, but the perfect ring, there's no pressure there.
You found the perfect girl. Now let me and the diamond experts at Sales help you find the perfect ring. The Vera Wang Love Collection, designed for sales.
The Diamond Store.
This helps me to manage my chronic pain, but it came with some baggage.
You're not the only one. Opioids block pain signals by attaching to something called mu receptors here, but they also attach to mu receptors in the bowel, and that can cause opioid-induced constipation, or OIC.
I could struggle with OIC the whole time I take my opioid?
Maybe not. There's Movantik. Movantik can help reduce OIC by blocking opioids from binding to mu receptors in the bowel. Do not take Movantik if you have a bowel blockage or a history of them. Serious side effects may include a tear in your stomach or intestine, and can also include symptoms of opioid withdrawal. Common side effects include stomach pain, diarrhea, nausea, gas, vomiting, and headache. Tell your doctor about any side effects and about medicines you take, as Movantik may interact with them, causing side effects.
So go on. Talk to your doctor about opioid-induced constipation.
And ask if once daily Movantik is right for you. If you can't afford your medication, AstraZeneca may be able to help.
On the series premiere of The Timeline, the moment number 4 walked away and the day he came back.
I can tell you thank you until tomorrow.
The Timeline, Favre returns. Series premiere after Thursday Night Football, only on NFL Network.
You are watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 50.
A 7-play, 77-yard drive. Derek Carr to Michael Crabtree for the touchdown. And as you see there, Crabtree's 6th TD catch of the season.
Well, it was just the answer the Raiders needed. Offensively, they'd had good field position to start this game off, and they weren't able to do anything with it. So getting that answer to the Tennessee Titans scoring drive was important.
Trey McBride will let that one fly through the end zone. And so Tennessee will start from its own 20-yard line. And here is Marcus Mariota. That last drive was picture perfect in a lot of ways, Trent.
Well, after starting the game off 1 for 4, this drive he's 3 for 4. Big completion to Delaney Walker, then Harry Douglas, and of course the touchdown to Stevens after the concentration. So he's settling in and feeling much more comfortable as he's pushing the ball down the field.
5 out of 8 for 78 yards and a touchdown. As he gets the Titans started from the 20. Number 23, rookie running back David Carr is in the backfield and gets the handoff. And gets outside for about 3 before he's brought down by Malcolm Smith. Hey, Tuesday on CBS, it's everyone's favorite red-nosed reindeer in high def. Gather the family for a very special presentation. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Tuesday at 8, 7 Central, only CBS. Do not tell me you won't be watching, Trent. I know you will.
I still have a young daughter at home, so I definitely will. That's my excuse. That's what I'm going to lean on him and say, well, my daughter wants to watch it, so that's what I love watching that.
I don't still have a young daughter at home, but I have the DVR set. Right. 2nd and 7. Cobb once again. And bulls his way across the 25 to about the 26-yard line. There's Mike Mularkey, official title interim head coach. Took over, and his Titans had a really emotional win at New Orleans in his first game.
Well, and he talks about what he wants to do with this football team. He wants them to be tough, and he wants them to be physical. And you see this last series started off with 2 runs to David Cobb. That's part of what he wants to do. He wants to establish the run. He wants the guys up front to be tough. But ultimately, you need to protect the football as well, which is what the Titans have been able to do so far.
3rd and 4. Mariota under pressure, got away from it, still looking. Penalty marker is thrown as that pass goes out of bounds. Now let's check the flag.
Holding. Offense, number 60. The penalties decline. 4th down.
That's the rookie Quinton Spain starting at left guard today.
Unfortunately, that happens. See the guard in here. Quinton Spain will be called on the hold. Sometimes for offensive linemen, when the quarterback starts to scramble, he gets Edwards hooked around there, and that's what Jeff Triplett, the head official, calls and sees that.
So in this last play of the first quarter, Kern barely got the kick away. It will bounce, and it will take a Raider bounce. And now rolls back inside the 40-yard line. So we come to the end of the first quarter. When we begin the second, it'll be Derek Carr and the Oakland offense. They lead it by 1. This is the NFL on CBS.
65 million players worldwide are fighting. Now is the time for you to join the battle and make history. Someday this war's gonna end. When it does, will you be king? Download Clash of Kings now and find out. United we fight.
T-Mobile has a deal that blows away Black Friday. Get a 4G LTE tablet on us when you get a data plan for no money down and no monthly payments. Don't wait. Get a tablet on us only at T-Mobile.
This holiday season, get ready for mystery,
What's in the trunk? Nothing.
romance,
18-inch alloys. You remembered.
family fun,
Everybody squeeze in.
Block anyone?
and non-stop action. It's the event you don't want to miss. It's the Season of Audi sales event. Get up to a $2,500 bonus for highly qualified lessees on select Audi models.
Dr. Marsh, it's Jessie.
I know you're scared, but I got you.
A reminder for you, Week 12 continues later today on CBS and for some of you on Fox. And then tonight with Sunday Night Football on NBC. And tune in tomorrow for Monday Night Football on ESPN. We start the second quarter. Oakland at their own 39.
Hey, Teddy! Teddy! Easy. Express! Yes, sir!
Carr to the sideline and connects with Amari Cooper. And that'll be good for a first down, and we go back to New York once again. JB, Mark Scott.
Phillip Rivers still on point.
On 3rd and goal, Phillips going to find Dontrell Inman for the 2-yard score to take the lead, 7-6.
Back to Greg, Trent, and Jamie.
All right, guys. San Diego still trying to find themselves floundering at the bottom of the AFC West.
Down! You ready? What's up?
Carr steps up, throws. Almost one terrific catch by Michael Crabtree.
Right now, Derek Carr getting time in the pocket. He has been under some pressure, but the offensive line giving him time to look across the field, lay it up the field. Crabtree not able to bring in the one-handed grab. You see Carr's dialed in on some of the combinations and pressures that they're bringing. The previous play, he changed the play twice at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 10, the give is to Murray, and Murray inside the 40 to about the 36, and we go down to Jamie.
Well, Greg, despite the Raiders' 3-game slide, Derek Carr told us yesterday the demeanor on this team has not changed. A lot of that has to do in the confidence of how head coach Jack Del Rio prepares this team. Carr also gave us insight into the fact that this team knows this time last year they were nowhere near the team they are now. He felt like they weren't even in a lot of games. They couldn't compete. But now the Raiders have some of those gut-wrenching losses where they know that they can be in these games and truly compete in games in their division.
Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, Jack Del Rio brings that linebacker attitude.
He definitely has changed the focus of this team, and after a year ago only finishing with 3 wins, now sitting here at 4 already.
That pass off the fingertips of Crabtree.
Don't be surprised if they don't go for this. This is well within Janikowski's field goal range. Crabtree had a chance to bring that in for the first down. It looks like the Raiders are going to go for it.
4th and 2. And we saw how Janikowski was kicking warming up. You like this move?
I do, you know, and we did. We saw Janikowski kicking 59-yarders in the middle of the field like it was nothing, but I like the Raiders going for this. I'd rather be aggressive and look for a combination route down here to the bottom of the screen with 3 receivers.
Had to pick up the football after dropping it and throws it downfield, and it's incomplete, and the ball will go over on down. Got everything prepared for 4th and 2, and then you drop the snap.
Hey, honey.
You did it again.
What?
Yeah, where's the fence?
The fence is missing?
What? Where is it?
Baby, I had to. The fence worked great last week. We got on the Jumbotron. Let's go.
Just bring it back.
We're good. Let's go.
How much do we love football?
Go Cardinals.
You have no idea. Hyundai is now an official sponsor of the NFL.
What average underwear feels like. What Duluth Trading Buck Naked underwear feels like. Duluth Trading Buck Naked underwear. The most comfortable underwear there is. No pinch, no sweat. Get it. Only at DuluthTrading.com.
Now get 50% off all Domino's pizzas when you order online. 50% off sausage pizzas, handmade pan pizzas, even barbecue banana pepper pizzas. If you're into that, for a limited time only, get 50% off the menu price of 34 million pizza combinations at Domino's.com.
Get great deals from Verizon. Get a Samsung Galaxy Note 5. Get $400 off. Get it only this weekend. Get it before it's gone. Get more this holiday season from Verizon.
She's getting close to you. Her husband is running for president.
When I sleep with Jason, you'd rather I kept it private?
You're joking, right?
It's a full collection of expert quarterback analysis every week on NFL Monday QB. Tomorrow at 6 on CBS Sports Network.
Derek Carr has Amari Cooper in motion, and he's just going to do an out route. If he's able to hold on to this snap, you'll see Cooper pushes it upfield, gets the rub off the outside off of Holmes. He's there at the first down marker if they're able to get it off, but after fumbling the snap, Carr has no choice but to throw it away.
So Tennessee taking over at its own 36-yard line, and David Cobb is in the backfield behind Mariota. Play fake to him. The pass is complete over the middle to Kendall Wright. And Wright has a first down out to about the 47, maybe the 48-yard line. Gives us a moment to remind you, NFL fans, order your holiday gifts from NFLshop.com today. Save up to 20% off at the official store of the NFL, NFLshop.com. So Tennessee has done on its first 4 possessions, 3 punts and a touchdown.
But Greg, this is the best field position they've had.
This is Wright. And Wright wrestled down as he came across by the rookie Mario Edwards Jr. Time to go green.
Well, we haven't seen this play yet, but this is the zone read that Marcus Mariota ran so well in college. Last game against Jacksonville, you can see as he keeps his eyes on the defensive end, he reads the end collapse, keeps the ball, runs to the outside, picking up a good block as he works his way down the sideline for the touchdown. So let's see if that becomes a part of this game plan as we progress on. Haven't seen it yet today, though.
Marcus Mariota does bring the ability to run the football. On 2nd and 10. Got rid of it. That's complete to Walker. And Walker stacked up at the 47-yard line. Thought it was interesting. Walker was quoted this week talking about his Pro Bowl chances and how he's not anywhere near the top. And he doesn't get the publicity that a Gronkowski or a Witten gets, but he is pretty darn good.
Yeah, he's near the top or at the top in a number of tight end receiving categories. And You know, it's okay to be able to voice that and have a displeasure with. You look at there, he's leading the league now after that last catch, leading the league in tight end reception. So when you have a football team with the record like Tennessee does, it's hard to get that national recognition. But from a personal standpoint, he's putting together a heck of a season.
And Tennessee has to call a timeout with the play clock winding down. We have 11:25 to play in the first half of a 7-6 game.
Dum 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 dum.
Sunday and Monday, it's Macy's Cyber Monday sale. Save 30 to 75% store-wide. Plus, get an extra 20% off with your Macy's card or WOW Savings Pass. Plus, play to win Macy's 10 million Plenty Point-a-Palooza. Get your game on at Macys.com/PlentyWin.
PC does what?
PC does amazingly thin designs. PC does what no PC has done before. Does yours?
Here's the 50-yarder for the win.
It's not gonna make it.
The kick is up, and it's good. The Texans win. The Texans win. What a comeback.
Yeah! The kick is up, it's good! In your face! I never doubted it! Woo! Texans!
How much do we love football?
Barbara!
You have no idea.
We won!
Hyundai is now an official sponsor of the NFL.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Jared, the Galleria of Jewelry. The gift she'll treasure forever. Hyundai, an official sponsor of the NFL. And by Domino's. Order online at Domino's.com.
A look at Nissan Stadium from the other side of the Cumberland River here in Nashville. Just under 11.5 to play in the first half. Mariota with a 3rd and 5. Running out of time. Dancing out of the way, looking downfield, throwing, and it's incomplete. Batted away by David Amerson. Intended for Harry Douglas.
As Mariota was able, he was trying to look out to his left where he had that combination route. Nobody was open, and then the pressure came in. He had to scramble, trying to be on the same page, and Amerson knocking it away. There's Ken Norton Jr., defensive coordinator for the Raiders.
On 4th and 5. Penalty marker flies as Kern goes down, and the fair catch is made at the 11-yard line. Number 54, Corey Toomer, was in on the punter.
Well, no matter if it's roughing or running into, 5 yards will give him a first down also.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. 54. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So that gives the offense new life for the Tennessee Titans. Ken Norton Jr. less than pleased.
Corey Toomer will be coming right up the middle here. Middle right of the screen, finding a lane to get through. Some good acting by Kern, but nonetheless, he still got hit. That left trail leg, he got clipped a little bit, but as I said, 5 or 15, either one would have given him the first down. This just gives the Titans better field position as it comes to whether or not they're able to move it any further or they're already in field goal range.
That's the second time a personal foul has given the Titans the first down. There's a double reverse. And this is Kendall Wright. And Wright, penalty marker fly, 2 markers down. That one was inviting yellow flags. Jack Del Rio rendering a verdict. Here we go.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, number 82, the offense. Holding, number 60, the offense. Both those penalties are declined. It'll be second down.
So penalties on Delaney Walker and Quinton Spain.
Well, here it's a pitch here, or it's a pitch there, and then a pitch around to the backside. But keep an eye on here. They maintain the backside leverage. You know, you get this kind of field position. I don't know why they're trying to do a quick hit. I understand you want to do some trick plays from time to time, but look where that hold takes place at the 42-yard line. I'm a little surprised they didn't take that penalty, because that would be 10 yards from the hold, from the spot of that hold.
Instead, it's 2nd and 14, and that pass by Mariota to Harry Douglas gets them back to, maybe, let's see, 3rd and 9, maybe?
Yeah, I'm more about moving them back across midfield. If you can get that holding call at the 42-yard line, you get 10 yards back. It's but they got a big stop there on 2nd down. Now force them into a 3rd and long, and the Titans have yet to convert a 3rd down today, as they came into this game as the 30th ranked team converting 3rd down. So the Raiders have done a good job on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 9, Mariota with time, running out of time, and he goes down. Back at the 37-yard line, Khalil Mack. The Oakland sack leader coming into this game.
Mariota's got to understand where they are in terms of the field. In terms of whether they're already in field goal range, you can't take yourself out of that. You got Walker who's going to go down the middle of the field. You got Fasano going down the middle of the field. That's who he's trying to get it to. He's trying to get it to his tight ends. As you see the crossing route between the two. But by taking that sack, now they're forced to punt.
Penalty marker flies as Ross makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. That penalty marker thrown on the far side of the field. Nothing like a little yellow to brighten up a cloudy day.
During the kick, holding, number 31 of the receiving team. After distance from the goal, 1st down, timeout.
Penalties on Nico Thorpe. It's going to back the Raiders up under the shadow of their goalpost. 9:11 to play in the 1st half.
Hanes underwear and socks with revolutionary X-Temp technology are designed to respond to your body temperature to help keep you cool. Let's put it to the test.
Hey, Dad.
Emily.
Ready?
Wait, no, wait. Slow down a little. Ow! Watch out for the speed bumps.
It speeds evaporation to help keep you cool and dry. Hanes X-Temp technology for men and women. Because when you're cool, you're comfortable.
So good.
T-Mobile has a deal that blows away Black Friday. Get a 4G LTE tablet on us when you get a data plan for no money down and no monthly payments. Don't wait. Get a tablet on us only at T-Mobile.
There's no one else in the world like you. So I wanted you to have the ring to match.
At Jared, we only sell one piece of jewelry, the engagement ring you had designed just for her. And it's waiting for you at Jared.
Who wants to try?
Before earning enough cash back from Bank of America to stir up the holidays. Before earning 1% cash back everywhere, every time. And 2% back at the grocery store. Even before they got 3% back on gas. All with no hoops to jump through. Daniel, Vondi, and Sarah decided to use their Bank AmeriCard Cash Rewards credit card to sweeten the holiday season. That's the spirit of rewarding connections. Apply online or at a Bank of America near you.
David, remember, she's my only granddaughter. Love, Dad. Get 20% off now at NFLshop.com.
Two good young quarterbacks. All the promise in the world, as we said at the beginning of the day, pretty even. at this stage.
Well, and both of them started off a little cold there at the beginning of the first quarter, but they've started to fire up here a little bit.
Tennessee fans see their defense with a chance to make a stand here. From the 4-yard line. Murray for a couple across the 5 to about the 6.5 or so.
So, Greg, so you don't think I'm too crazy, although you know I'm a little bit crazy, but the holding call that I had earlier against the Raiders, it's not a spot foul when the holding occurs behind the line of scrimmage. That would have been taken, the 10 yards would have been taken from the line of scrimmage. So since it was a loss of yardage, that was a good decision by Jack Del Rio.
Yeah, I haven't changed my mind. Coming up on 8.5 to play in the first half. 2nd and 7. Carr, quick pass, far side. And the diving catch made by Crabtree just across the 10-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 3.
Well, that can be a dangerous throw down there when you're throwing on a drop back. You're not doing play. A lot of teams are anticipating run down there, so a play action pass to push the ball upfield. If you're making a quick throw, the corners are more susceptible to jumping on it. So the Raiders are lucky after that ball is tipped that they were able to bring it in. But look on 3rd down here. You've got combination route down to the bottom with Roberts and Crabtree.
Carr pumps once, going to go deep down the sideline, and it is caught. Oh, what a catch by Cooper. Bleedy Ray Wilson looked like he had a bead on the ball, and all of a sudden it wasn't there.
Carr sees that Cooper is one-on-one with Ray Wilson. Underthrows it a little bit. Bleedy's in position to make the play. He just misses it, and Cooper's able to bring the ball right around his arm and secure the catch for the big first down, getting some separation from their own goal line.
30-yard pickup out to the 40.
What's up?
Back to the ground game, and this is Murray for about 3. As we come up on 7 to play here in the first half. Throwing over 20 yards this season. Derek Carr's receivers have been exceptional.
Well, and you understand why Marcus Mariota, he's a young quarterback. They're both young quarterbacks, but Mariota being a rookie quarterback, trying to get the ball out of his hands more quickly. He hasn't had a stable of offensive line and protection as Carr has had in Oakland, and that's why I think you see the difference in the numbers.
Carr on the move. Gonna keep it. And diving forward. And a big hit at about the 48-yard line. Avery Williamson leading the defensive charge. That's a lot of contact on your young quarterback.
Yeah, especially for a guy that had to leave the game earlier because of a hit to his ribs. I'm sure right along that Oakland sideline, they weren't real happy with it, but you got to love his fieriness and his competitiveness, but taking a big chance.
And you have to wonder if they're going to, let's see, they have called a timeout here with 5:49 to play. So while they take a breather, we'll take the moment to remind you, Saturday, the best game from the best conferences, the biggest of the year. It's the Florida Gators and the Alabama Crimson Tide in the SEC Championship on CBS. All begins with CBS College Football Championship Saturday and college football today.
How about Derek Henry at Alabama? 270 yards rushing yesterday. That was 46 carries, something like that. That's a lot of carries, a lot of yards. But I don't think Jack Del Rio would let him run for that many yards. You have to find a way to stop him, right?
46 carries. Some guys don't get that in a month. 3rd and 2.
Cooper coming out of the backfield now to get isolation on the bottom.
They'll give it to Murray, and Murray has the first down across midfield into the 46 of the Titans.
right side of the offensive line, pushing that pile, giving Murray a chance to pick up the first down.
So Murray once again in the backfield behind Mariota on first down from the 46. Murray again. And a pretty good stick by Michael Griffin, the veteran safety. Once again to New York, JB and Bart.
Playoff implications, Kansas City finally on the board.
Kansas City responds. Spencer Ware's going to take it in for the 3-yard carry. Jeremy Maclin set up this touchdown with a 37. If he catch, Buffalo leads 10-7.
Greg and Trent.
All right, guys, thank you. That AFC West for all kinds of possibilities going down the stretch.
I was just going to say, the Raiders trying to stay a part of that conversation.
That pass, oh, what a pretty play. Complete to Clive Walford, the rookie tight end.
Just trying to get a quick throw. You'll see Carr, he turns out, does a pump fake to the right, trying to set up that wide receiver, a running back screen to the outside. Able to hit in that second window. Walford. Carr with a beautiful pass to touch it over the top of the underneath defender.
And another first down now for the Raiders at the Tennessee 33. Carr stepping up, throwing, complete to about the 22. And let's see if that gives them enough for yet another. It does. It's another first down. Amari Cooper once again, and Amari Cooper with his receiving yards today. Now an Oakland rookie record for wide receivers, eclipsing James Jett's mark of 771 yards back in '93. He's got 805 on the year.
Well, you saw that last play was a bunch formation, and you try and get a release, and you cause confusion by crisscrossing everybody underneath, and it left a big window for Cooper to get the catch.
Murray to the 21. And Avery Williamson with the stop, and it looks more now that the Raiders have a little bit more confidence in their running game, and all these completions by Derek Carr loosening it up a little bit.
Yeah, you start loosening things up for the defense when you're able to spread the ball around, push the ball upfield, you pump fake a short throw, get a big throw down the sideline for the first down. Now you're starting to see some combination routes, starting to see some different ways they're spreading around as we take a look at Bill Musgrave, the offensive coordinator, really getting into a rhythm now with Derek Carr and what Tennessee's trying to do defensively.
11th play of this drive. Carr, short one over the middle, that's Crabtree. And Crabtree brought down at about the 17.5-yard line, and that should bring us to the 2-minute warning. Nope, timeout is called. And Tennessee calls timeout, stopping the clock with 2:11 to play in the first half.
Hey, honey.
You did it again.
What?
Yeah, where's the fence?
The fence is missing?
What? Where is it?
Baby, I had to. The fence worked great last week. We got on the Jumbotron. Let's go.
Just bring it back.
We're good. Let's go.
How much do we love football?
Go Cardinals.
You have no idea. Hyundai is now an official sponsor of the NFL.
So you like to run, but not like run. Just, run. Or you like to swim, competitively, against your kids. Or you're a biker, not that kind of biker. No, try again, closer, boom, there we go. You also like to do this, and this, and this, which means you should probably wear this. Beat yesterday with Vivo Active. From Garmin.
Only CBS is #1 in daytime, #1 in primetime for 8 years in a row. With the #1 news program, 60 Minutes. New in late night, Stephen Colbert and James Corden. And this February, the home of Super Bowl 50. Happy holidays, and thank you for making CBS America's most watched network.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Bud Light. Make the right call. Drink responsibly. And by Garmin Fitness. Let's beat yesterday.
We remind you, the Verizon halftime report coming your way. JB and the guys back in New York with scores and highlights, all coming up on the Verizon halftime report. 3rd and 6 here, Trent.
Well, it's important to note Tennessee still has the one timeout, so if they're able to keep the Raiders inbounds, if it's a completed pass or a run, and they don't get the first down, Tennessee will burn that last timeout before the 2-minute warning to save their offense as much time as possible.
Got some movement up front. Carr thinks he got the defense to jump, and it's not going to go against Tennessee. Looks like it's going to go against Oakland. Or at least one official was indicating a false start.
Well, and this would be the second time today that Carr has been able to get Tennessee off sides, unless they're going to get Bergstrom, the center, or Carr with a head bob or something to draw it.
False start. Number 4. 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
That would be Mr. Head Bob himself at quarterback.
Now I want you to watch Derek Carr as he's going through his cadence, and you're going to see his knees bend and he's going to flex. Here's Carr here. Watch his knee bend and flex, and his arms even move. And that's what they're going to call it on. Right here, you'll see him dip. Right there is what's going to be called.
That's a good call.
It was. It's an accurate call. They're not even letting the older quarterbacks get away with that type of movement.
Carr on 3rd and 11. Over the middle. Right on the money. Inside the 10 to the 5 is Seth Roberts. And as we hit the 2-minute warning, it'll be 1st and goal from the 5. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
I'm former United States Army Sergeant Jason Lassard. Out of nowhere, I get a call from Bud Light inviting me and a friend to Boston.
It's time for the coin toss. Heads, you meet a Pats offensive legend. Tails, defensive legend. Tails.
Yeah. Meet Ty Law, one of my favorite Patriots of all time.
They go out there and do what you guys do.
A lot braver than I am, man. Greatest day of my life, and I can't thank Bud Light enough for everything they've done to make this possible.
The people closest to you can be the hardest to shop for, but if you know where to look for inspiration, you can find the perfect gift for everyone on your list. And share wonder every day. Walmart.
Did anybody catch that play?
No.
Nope. Okay, we're going to act like we're debating about it. You two do the bouncy football thing. You rub your head like it's a real tough call. No, that looks like you're having a migraine. I'm going to break the huddle confidently.
Mike's on!
First down!
Save big with State Farm.
Here's the 50-yarder for the win.
It's not going to make it.
The kick is up, and it's good! The Texans win! The Texans win! What a comeback!
Yeah! The kick is up, it's good! In your face! I never doubted it! Woo! Texans!
How much do we love football?
Barbara!
You have no idea.
We won!
Hyundai is now an official sponsor of the NFL.
As the official cloud software solution sponsor of the NFL, SAP is proud to power the player comparison tool. Through 11 weeks, Browns tight end Gary Barnidge has over 108 fantasy points. The Bengals' Tyler Eifert has nearly 115. But the Patriots' Rob Gronkowski leads all tight ends with over 132 fantasy points. Go to NFL.com/fantasy to access the player comparison tool with insights from SAP.
A surprise visit brings everyone's spirits up until it all comes crashing down.
Oh my God.
Medical!
Oh, is he okay?
New Survivor, CBS Wednesday.
We know you have a lot of choices for your entertainment. Thank you for making us your #1 choice.
Derek Carr has been very impressive on this drive, showing that rifle arm on occasion, also showing the soft touch when he's had to.
Yeah, he's been able to lace it down the sideline on a touch and then firing it over the middle to pick up first down.
1st and goal from the 5. This is Latavius Murray, and he's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's go back to that last throw by Derek Carr.
Well, keep an eye on the linebackers. Williamson and Arakpo right here. But the receiver is going to come from the side here and sit down in the middle. But watch the eyes of Derek Carr and the way his ability to fire that between the linebackers. That's 3rd and 10. They know they have to push the ball up the field, and yet by dropping back into that zone, they're able to find that hole in there. Roberts just sitting down right on the hash. Carr leading him in there and showing the arm strength to get the first down.
Well, Tennessee has used its 3rd and final timeout to stop the clock with 1:55. And we'll remind you, the Verizon halftime report with JB and the guys back in New York with latest scores and highlights all coming up on the Verizon halftime report.
Since on first down, the Raiders went with the running play. Here on second down, you're either going to get a rollout or movement by Derek Carr. I think maybe coming to this wide side of the field. Or you're going to get a play action pass, try and draw that underneath coverage and get isolation.
Down! Blue Whitey!
Andre Holmes in motion. Carr on the move, throws and almost intercepted by David Bass, number 51. Intended for Olawale coming out of the backfield.
Well, and that's a huge drop by Bass. Good in coverage, too risky by David Carr trying to get that to Olawale, but Bass reading it all the way, and considering where the Raiders are field position-wise, that would have been a huge turnover for the Titans.
When a quarterback lets one go like that, you immediately want to go, no!
That's where you wish you had a string on the end of the football, and as soon as it leaves your fingertips, you just want to yank it back.
3rd and goal.
Crabtree and Cooper down here at the bottom of the screen.
Carr up the middle. Back to the 6. And here comes Sebastian Janikowski. Good job by the Tennessee defense.
Yeah, I understand the competitiveness of Carr, but he's taken a lot of hits this first half, and I don't think if you're the Raiders, you want him taking those kind of hits, especially down in that field position. I understand the fieriness and the competitiveness, but sometimes you just have to throw it away.
Less than 30 yards out. Janikowski's been automatic. This one's from 24 yards away. And that kick is good with 1:01 to play. In the first half, it's a 10-6 Raider lead.
Hey, what's up, Troy? Okay, that it?
That'll do it.
Excuse me.
Hey, man.
Huge fan, man.
Oh, thank you.
All the touchdowns and the wins and
yeah, you know, I don't like to dwell on the past, but thank you.
Yeah.
Aikman touchdown, unbelievable. Aikman touchdown, unbelievable. Aikman touchdown, unbelievable.
I dwell on the past.
I would too. I don't blame you.
Okay.
As long as you are you, it's Miller time.
I absolutely love my New York apartment, but the rent is outrageous. Good thing Geico offers affordable renter's insurance. With great coverage, it protects my personal belongings should they get damaged, stolen, or destroyed. Excuse me.
Delivery. Hey, lo mein, Szechuan chicken, chopsticks, soy sauce, and you got some fortune cookies. Have a good one.
These small New York apartments.
Protect your belongings. Let Geico help you with renter's insurance.
61 seconds to play in the first half here in Nashville. The Raider field goal makes it a 10-6 lead. And the Titans will get their hands on the football here with no timeouts. McBride will run this one out of the end zone from about 3 yards deep. Right up the middle. Across the 20, up to the 25, and down at about the 26-yard line. Hey, Oakland's first of 3 Super Bowl wins came in Super Bowl 11 at the Rose Bowl. And the late, great Ken Stabler, who passed away this past summer, threw for 180 yards and a touchdown, and Willie Brown returned an interception, 75 yards for another score. John Madden's Raiders defeating the Minnesota Vikings by a score of 32-14. And the Pro Football Hall of Fame Senior Committee recently made Ken Stabler a finalist for election to the Hall. A unique individual.
And a heck of a quarterback.
No timeouts available to the Titans now. Mariota got his man across the 45, close to midfield. That is Dorial Green Beckham, a huge target at 6'5", 237 pounds.
No timeouts here, so it's okay to work the middle of the field. You still have 35 seconds. So the next one, though, you're going to have to get up. If you don't get out of bounds, you got to get up and spike the ball.
That pass is complete, and that's Delaney Walker inside the 45. Clock continues to move, 25 seconds to play.
And it looks like that's what they're going to do after that completion in bounds. They got to get up and stop the clock.
And he spikes it with 17 to play.
Same thing here now. There's 17 seconds, so you can still utilize the middle of the field because that gives you plenty of time to get everybody up to the ball and spike it and give yourself a chance for a field goal. So you can clear the guys out on the outside, have a tight end, running back, someone in the middle of the field that you can connect with, try and pick up another 5, 10, sometimes even 15 yards based on the coverage that the Raiders will be playing, and then you should be able to get everybody up to spike it, try that last field goal attempt.
Green Beckham to the bottom of your screen, Harry Douglas to the top. That's Delaney Walker in the slot to the near side, looking the other way on the slant, incomplete. Intended for Kendall Wright. On 4th and 2, you know, we talked to Mike Mularkey about, are you in a gambling mood, especially with a team that's 2-8, and he said, absolutely.
Yeah, he said you would take a little bit more risk than this, but I think on 4th down, you just keep the same game plan. So you got 13 seconds. You know, they went to that play before. Kendall Wright in the slot on carry and just a straight move. Go that double slot look again, but maybe do a slant and a flat combination to where if you get the flat, you're out of bounds. If you get the slant, you're close enough to the line of scrimmage, you can spike it.
Looking to this side of the field and batted down, incomplete. Nice play made by Taylor Mays. And the ball will go over on downs with 10 seconds to play in the half.
Knocking it down before Delaney Walker can bring it in.
And keeping that left hand off the back of the intended receiver, too.
And that's an important point to make, Greg, because a lot of defensive backs, when they go to make that swipe and push it away, they get that hook call. They get their arm wrapped around. Taylor Mays with a great play there, keeping that backside hand away from Delaney Walker and able to bat the ball away.
Now, 10 seconds on the clock. Oakland has 2 timeouts, and they also have Sebastian Janikowski.
So, yeah, now you've got use of the whole field. You don't have to work the sideline. You don't have to get out of bounds. You don't have to worry about spiking it. You just have to make sure if your guy catches his ball, he doesn't run around too much and use up all the clock. You need to get down and call a timeout.
Carr, and that is complete to Michael Rivera, and Rivera across midfield, and timeout is called. Let's see what they're going to do about the clock.
Janikowski's already coming out on the field. He's trying to convince the Rio that that's what he wants to do. He worked his way out there. This would be about a 65-yarder.
Let's see if they got the timeout before the clock hit triple zeros. Yeah, they are going to reset to 2 seconds.
So it would be 65 yards for Janikowski.
Now, we watched him in warm-ups, and he teed it up from 59 yards out and cleared the upright by what?
And the thing, he cleared it by 10 yards, yeah. and he just punched it. It was just like a little punch. It wasn't even a full kick. So, but it looks like they're going to go with the Hail Mary.
Yeah,
I'm a little surprised by this since it's the end of the half.
Yeah, Derek Carr has come back onto the field, and Janikowski stays on the sideline.
He's even laughing. He's like, yeah, that would have been a nice try, but maybe they try getting him off sides. They've gotten him earlier in the game. Try and get a hard count here, get another 5 yards, and then try the field goal.
Quick pass. That's Seth Roberts. Roberts crossing the field. Looking for someone to lateral. Oh, man, he's taking the long route. All the way back here to Amari Cooper. Cooper. Well, this is an end of game, man. The last guy you want to throw it to is your quarterback.
Yeah, you're lucky Carr didn't take a big shot. He was smart enough to go down, but Ultimately, it started off as about a 35-yard completion, ended up a 4-yard loss.
I'm going to put a dent into your passing numbers for the day.
Well, and it was a heck of a shot. Heck of a shot that Seth Roberts had to take.
Go down to Jamie.
Well, Coach, you told us yesterday your team is excellent at making adjustments at the half. What changes do we anticipate seeing for you guys?
We'll see. We'll get in there and make them.
Oh, come on, Coach. Anything you want to tell?
No, nothing that I want to share to the country, but it was a good half of football. We had one drive we allowed on defense. The rest of the day, I thought we were pretty solid. We want to come out here and play a good second half and come out here with a win.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Nice try, Jamie.
I love it.
10-6 Oakland at halftime. We're back with the Verizon Halftime Report after this message and a word from your local station. You're watching the NFL on CBS, the home of Super Bowl 50.
New tonight, the party's so hot, it's blazing.
We will find out what happened here.
New CSI Cyber, CBS Tonight.
There is only one Sinatra. Be a lady. And the Grammys are honoring his 100th birthday. Join Carrie Underwood, Adam Levine, Lady Gaga, Usher, Sam Smith, Celine Dion, Garth Brooks, Zach Brown Band, John Legend, plus more.
Thank you so much.
As they celebrate Sinatra. CBS next Sunday, 9/8 Central, or stream it live.
America has fallen in love with The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Weeknights, only CBS.
Santa has a magic snow globe for every family. And whatever he puts in our snow globe shows up at our house. And this year, look at what he put in our driveway.
Santa can do that?
You sure can, honey.
The Lexus December to Remember sales event is going on now with some of the most magical deals of the year. This is the pursuit of perfection.
Hey, what's up, Troy? Okay, that it?
That'll do it.
Excuse me.
Hey, man.
Huge fan, man.
Oh, thank you.
All the touchdowns and the wins and...
Yeah, you know, I don't like to dwell on the past, but thank you.
Yeah.
Aikman, touchdown, unbelievable. Aikman, touchdown, unbelievable. Aikman, touchdown, unbelievable.
I dwell on the past.
I would too.
I don't blame you.
Okay.
As long as you are you, it's Miller time.
Whatever you do when you travel, do more of it when you stay at Days Inn. Comfy rooms, free Wi-Fi, free healthy options breakfast. Business or pleasure, Days Inn is the best value under the sun.
Stay 2 nights, save 20%, and get Wyndham Rewards bonus points at daysinn.com.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to our New York studio and the Verizon Halftime Report. With Verizon, you have football in the palm of your hand. Watch live, local, and primetime games on your smartphone. With NFL Mobile, it's included only on Verizon. I'm James Brown with the full house here. Tony, Coach Bart, and Boomer. Yes, to the highlights we go.
All right, Dolphins at the Jets. The Dolphins have won in New Jersey 6 out of their last 7 times. Ryan Fitzpatrick finds Brandon Marshall for the only score of the day. Jets are rolling here late in the second quarter, getting ready to kick a...
And it's tough conditions in Kansas City. Look at the rain sideways. Watch this catch here by Jeremy Maclin. Whoopsie. It looks like it might have hit the ground. Rex did not challenge it. One play later, Spencer Ware runs for a 3-yard touchdown. But on the first half, Tyrod Taylor is going to find Sammy Watkins 21 yards on this touchdown. Sammy Watkins first half, 6 catches, 158 yards as they lead 6-14.
Wow, he's getting after it right there. Okay, Oakland Raiders still trying to keep their playoff hopes alive at 4-6 right here. Crabtree hits. Well, actually, Derek Carr hits Crabtree. 10, Raiders, Tennessee 6.
San Diego and Jacksonville. Stop me if you heard this one before. Phillip Rivers to Antonio Gates for a 75th touchdown of their career. San Diego up 21-9 at halftime.
All right, how about Andy Dalton and Tyler Eifert? Tyler Eifert's got 12 TD receptions on the year. Here's number 12 right here.
They're going to him.
They have a halftime lead of 17-7. Andy Dalton having quite a day thus far. How about Kirk Cousins outdueling Eli Manning? Eli Manning has thrown 2 interceptions. Kirk Cousins has 1 interception That's giant killer. Deshaun Jackson, 18. Career reception of 50 yards or more for a touchdown.
All right, Vikings out at Atlanta right here. Teddy Bridgewater's going to turn around, hand it to AP, who does the rest, scores that touchdown right here. Big playoff implications for both these teams, especially for Atlanta.
6-6 tie, and all of a sudden, Jameis Winston will find Cameron Brate 20 yards out. They missed the extra point, but they lead at the half, 12-6 over Indianapolis.
How about that throw?
Doug Martin.
New Orleans at Houston. Houston be streaking. Winners of 3 straight. Brian Hoyer's going to find Cecil Shorts for the 3-yard touchdown pass at the half. Houston up 14-6.
All right, a little time to talk first half thoughts.
Wow, how about Derek Carr? It looks pretty good, right? Handling the weather and everything's pretty good. He's throwing the ball, finding Amari Cooper, finding, of course, Michael Crabtree. They got it all going on right now.
We got a great one going on in Kansas City. Ever since Tony banged that drum, man, Kansas City has been playing well.
What can I say, Bart? What can I say, huh? You know?
Coach,
bang that drum, Tony.
The Verizon
Terrific, Tony.
You don't like that? Bang that drum.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Watch live local games on NFL Mobile, only on Verizon.
Dear Jen, this seemed like just the thing for your first Boston Christmas. Love, your in-laws Debbie and Bill.
Jenny, stay strong and warm. Love, Dad.
Get 20% off now at NFLshop.com.
Well, I just remember in the country, there wasn't many things to do. Used to get off the bus, walk the dirt road to the house. We'd go in the yard and, cut grass, throw rocks or something like that. Kids game, it was tough with 2 sisters. We probably did like hopscotch or something. My youngest sister still playing ball. She swears she can beat me at anything. My family, I love them all.
Get the Verizon Halftime Report, live online every Sunday, only from Verizon. Visit cbssports.com/Verizon.
It's gone rogue.
You look sad, pathetic. Don't talk to me like that.
New Supergirl, CBS Monday.
With Verizon, you have football in the palm of your hand. Watch live, local, and primetime games on your smartphone with NFL Mobile. It's included only on Verizon.
Week 13 in the league begins with an NFC North Division matchup on Thursday Night Football. It'll be featuring the Packers at the Lions on CBS and NFL Network. As we welcome you back to Studio 43 and the Verizon Halftime Report. Time now for our Thursday night preview. What to expect in this matchup?
I think it's a short week, and I think the Green Bay Packers got a bad taste in their mouth for 2 reasons. Losing to Chicago on Thanksgiving and losing to Detroit a couple weeks ago in Lambeau Field. So you got to believe there's a touch of revenge here. But Aaron Rodgers has got a Devontae Adams problem, meaning that who thought that this was going to end up the way it is ending up? Do they miss Jordy Nelson.
I'll tell you what, watching the Green Bay Packers play, you really see that the receivers can't really separate. Eddie Lacy's up and down play on the other side of the ball. Calvin Johnson, 3 touchdown passes. Matthew Stafford looks like he's figuring it out. It's going to be a good game.
Yeah, they made some changes in Detroit. They've won 3 in a row since they've done that. And I'll tell you, Matthew Stafford's getting rid of the ball quicker. And defensively, they're giving up 15 points a game. Two teams heading in different directions. This is going to be a very good game. And they have 1 week's rest because they both played on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and you look at their records, 2-2 in the division. So don't count Detroit out of the playoffs just yet going forward. And obviously the Packers, they're getting their running game going. I'm looking forward to see if they can keep that up.
And just think, if you had made that statement early in the season, people would have thought you were absolutely out of your mind.
They probably still think that anyway.
No, that's until you. All right, folks, and the Verizon Halftime Report will continue after this.
Don't take it personally.
Happy holidays from all of us at CBS.
Opportunity has no slow season, no off days or downtime. Opportunity is everything you make of it. This winter, take advantage of our season's best offers on the latest generation of Cadillacs. The 2016 Cadillac SRX. Get this low mileage lease from around $339 per month or purchase with 0% APR financing.
Let's show people how rock and roll is supposed to make you feel.
No one's a rock star by accident.
The time is now.
The sleeper pick, the guy only you believe in. In 1 week fantasy football on DraftKings, he can be the difference. So trust your gut. Trust your numbers. Trust your Uncle Vito if you want. But know this, that sleeper is out there. The question is, who's gonna play him? This is DraftKings. Welcome to the big time.
Play 1 week fantasy football at DraftKings.com this Sunday. Play free with promo code ROTATE.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Record-setting Heisman candidate Keenan Reynolds drives Navy into Battle Army, a game of honor. Saturday, December 12th on CBS.
Milk. Okay, phone's over. Thirsty?
They said it would make me cool.
They don't sound cool to me.
Guess not.
You gotta stick up for yourself. Like with the Name Your Price tool. People tell us their budget, not the other way around. Aren't you lactose intolerant?
This isn't lactose, it's milk.
Welcome back to Nashville. We're in the first half. Both these young quarterbacks performing pretty well. Derek Carr to Crabtree for the touchdown. Keeping the Raiders on top, Marcus Mariota had a touchdown pass of his own to Craig Stevens. And at the break, it's the Raiders leading the Tennessee Titans in the rain now by a score of 10-6. Time for Who You Lovin', presented by McDonald's Game Time Gold. And it was that Carr to Crabtree combo that was pretty as a picture as we welcome you back to rainy Nashville, Tennessee. Greg Gumbel along with Trent Green. These two teams, I said at the very beginning of the day, we'll see who performs best with their backs against the wall.
Well, and I think it's impressive to point out the character of both of these two teams. Both have been struggling this year. They haven't had a lot of wins. They're trying to get back on track. They're both still in the playoff picture, but it hasn't gone real smoothly for them this year. So the character of both teams coming out fighting hard. They played a very good football game. And we start looking about keys for the second half. Oakland, I'd like to see Latavius Murray more involved. Get him more carries. He has 11 carries for 21 yards. Let's get him more touches, more involved. And then for the Titans, they had some success with the play action pass. Yes, you want to get the ball out of Marcus Mariota's hands quickly, but take that shot up the field from time to time, and they had success with it in the first half.
And proof positive that the weatherman isn't always wrong. It has begun to rain here in Nashville as the Titans kick it away to the Raiders. Jeremy Ross is deep. This one's short, and Ross at about the 6-yard line, right up the middle of the field. And across the 25 and across the 30, out to about the 31. Let's go down to Jamie.
Well, Greg, I'm happy to report that I got just about as much out of Coach Malarkey as I did from Coach Del Rio. Regardless, really what he feels like is plaguing the Titans at this point is their lack of success on the third down. That's what's keeping them out of the end zone. They need to win more one-on-one battles. Now, the rain is as hard as it's been all day, so keep in mind this will not bother Marcus Mariota whatsoever because of his history playing at Oregon.
All right, thank you. You know, I felt a little silly asking him that yesterday. He said, now, if it rains tomorrow, is that going to bother you? And he basically passed it off as just another day.
Yeah, he just kind of chuckled at it.
Blue waiting! What's up?
This is Latavius Murray. And Murray to about the 35-yard line, taking a cue from you in your second half storyline.
Well, I think once they run out of the tunnel, and my storyline was before I saw the downpour here in the second half. So it's going to be an important part of this game. But also the ball security becomes more into play, as Jamie pointed out. The ball security, the rain, yes, Marcus Mariota maybe has some familiarity within the rain, but it's not necessarily a comfort zone for the ball carriers and receivers.
Murray once again And Murray across the 40 to about the 42, and looks to be enough for a first down.
I love it, Greg, when the coaches make me sound right. When
that is what's happening here in Nashville. You know, Jamie made mention of this at the very start of the day when I asked Charles Woodson. I said, if it rains tomorrow, advantage offense or defense? And he right away said defense.
Quickly jumped to the defense, and it is because there's so many things that can go wrong. You have the quarterback center exchange, you have the handoffs, you have the pass attempts, you have the receiver trying to catch it, you have guys just trying to tuck the ball away with not used to tucking a wet football away.
Another carry for Murray, and this one going nowhere. These are the first half possessions of the Raiders. A couple of punts and then touchdown, and the ball went over on downs, the field goal. And then one of the more entertaining plays to wind up the half.
Yeah, that's you look at that second to last series there, 16 plays and 90 yards. That was a great combination of David Carr making some plays. I'm sorry, I said David Carr, didn't I? Derek Carr. David Carr had a big influence on Derek. How about that?
Red 33!
Second and 9.
Red 33's hot! Hot!
Keep it on the ground with Murray. And Murray spun to the ground by Avery Williamson, who has been all over the field for Tennessee today on defense. Tennessee missing linebacker Derek Morgan today. And Williamson has done a good job at the inside linebacker position.
Well, as much as Bill Musgrave is trying to make me sound really smart, since the first 4 plays the Raiders have called have all been handoffs to Latavius Murray, I don't think on 3rd and 6 that they're going to hand the ball off again. I think they're either going to try and set up a safe throw, which would be more like a screen, or more go to a slant, flat combination, crossing routes in the middle of the field.
Carr going to go deep down the sideline for Cooper. Cooper with the catch as a penalty marker is thrown.
I think it's going to be offensive pass interference. Cooper had an arm bar going there, a stiff arm. Although it looks like they're going to call it on Bleedy Ray Wilson from the initial.
Early indication, yeah.
The initial look, but.
Prior to the pass, holding number 24 defense. That penalty's decline. Result of the play is first down.
Well, he says it's Cody Sensabaugh, but it was Bleedy Ray Wilson with a little handful of jersey right there on Amari Cooper.
Well, I guess Cooper had a stiff arm with his left, and Ray Wilson is holding with his right, so you can see the jersey extend, and that must have been what the official saw. He saw Ray Wilson extend the jersey of Amari Cooper, and that's what drew the flag, even though it was a little bit of back and forth, Greg, with a stiff arm in one direction.
So that's a 38-yard pickup. And makes it first and, let's see, it'll be first and 10, just outside the 10-yard line at about the 12.
Jeff Triplett looking pretty fired up about the rain pouring down.
I was going to say, what is the over-under for Jeff's microphone going out in the bad weather?
Pretty safe bet.
First down from the 12. Play clock running down. Got the snap. Carr going to throw for the end zone for Cooper. Incomplete. It'll be second and 10. Amari Cooper, you mentioned this earlier, how he rates among all of the other rookies for catches and receiving yards and touchdowns and yards after the catch.
Well, he has, and he still leads all these categories, as we're obviously showing here. He's had a dip the last few weeks because of that injury, but today 6 receptions for 99 yards, so getting back on track.
Murray. Straight ahead. Well, you mentioned that dip, but we also had quite a bit of conversation with the Raiders about hitting that wall that so many rookies find at this point of the season.
And that's a very real thing. I know everybody wants to pretend like it's not going to be a real thing, but for the rookies coming out of college, you're not used to playing this many games, let alone having the OTAs, mini camps, training camp, and the preseason, 4 preseason games before you even start the regular season. So it is a real thing that happens, just not only from a physical standpoint, but a mental standpoint as well. And as you see Cooper's numbers, he's dealing with that thigh injury that he suffered on a hit against Pittsburgh in Week 9. Looks like he's recovered pretty well.
3rd and 8. Carr looking left, throwing. That's complete. Seth Roberts, touchdown. At first glance, that just looked like a bad job of tackling. Parrish Cox was the cornerback.
They're trying to get a combination route up the field. You can see that Carr was trying to be patient, keep his eyes up the field. He just hits the outlet underneath to Roberts. Tremendous that Roberts is able to keep his balance in these conditions. And Parrish Cox going for the low tackle, and touchdown Raiders.
Seth Roberts, his 3rd touchdown catch of the season, undrafted. Janikowski is good. 10:45 to play. And the Raiders come right out and march it down the field, 17-6.
I've been to Denver, Salt Lake City, Houston, Seattle, Los Angeles, New York City, Portland, Chicago, Milwaukee, San Francisco, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, Mexico City, Dallas, San Diego.
Southwest flies all over the country and international. So no matter where you want to go, we've got a low fare to get you there. Book now at southwest.com.
I've been everywhere.
A new world hangs outside the window, beautiful and strange. It must be found in a way. I must be sound and color.
Never before has performance sounded so revolutionary. Make some noise for Dodge's revolutionary lineup. And watch the big finish of the Hunger Games, Mockingjay Part 2, now playing.
Thursday Night Football returns to CBS and NFL Network when Green Bay battles Detroit. The following Thursday, Minnesota collides with Arizona, only on NFL Network.
This telecast is copyrighted by the NFL for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or of any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the NFL's consent is prohibited.
Rain's been coming down hard since the start of the second half. 69-yard, 8-play drive for the Raiders. And Seth Roberts with his 3rd touchdown catch of the season. 17-6 Oakland. And Janikowski just drives this one completely out of the end zone for the touchback. Programming note for you, Wednesday on CBS. A heartbreaking event will shake these doctors to their core. Don't miss a new Code Black Wednesday at 10, 9 Central, only CBS. Can the rain affect with the mind of a quarterback, Trent?
Well, Ken, especially if you're having problems gripping the ball, if you're having problems with the quarterback center exchange, there's things that can start affecting because you have to grip the ball differently if the ball gets too wet.
Only 7 rushing yards for the Tennessee Titans in the first half. They only had the ball 51 seconds of the last 13.5 minutes played in this game. Mariota rolling, throwing, incomplete on the far side. Intended for Douglas, defended well by David Emerson. This is what Tennessee did offensively in the first half, with the lone touchdown just standing out. We told you about that time of possession being lopsided in about the last 14 minutes or so. 22 and change to just 12 minutes for Tennessee. On 2nd and 10, Mariota going to loft this one. A little hand fighting there, and here's a penalty marker. Harry Douglas and TJ Carey mixed up.
Looks like they're going to get Carey with the call.
Pass interference, defense, number 38. Ball would be placed in the spot of the foul, first down.
That strikes me as something badly needed by the Tennessee Titans.
Well, you just need to get something positive happen. After the Raiders open up the second half and go down and get that touchdown, it's imperative that the Titans come back and respond. Since they're now down by 11, you need to not only change the field. You ultimately want to get points. You always want to get points, but you ultimately need to change the field as well, because it's important to remember, as this rain continues to come down, there's big plays that can happen, because as soon as a guy slips down, as soon as something affects the approach the defender has on the tackle, you can get a big play.
Mariota going to go deep. Has a man open. Incomplete. Intended for Kendall Wright and covered well by Emerson.
See, as Wright goes for the ball as he's falling to the ground, Emerson reaches in there, is able to knock it away. He doesn't get his head turned around, but because he doesn't knock Wright, speaking of knocking, as Mariota gets knocked to the ground.
On 2nd and 10, Mariota now 5 straight incompletions thrown. He's 10 out of 20 on the day. This is Andrews. And Andrews up the middle, spinning forward to about the 39-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 5.
And this is difficult now as the rain's coming down. We mentioned the problems that Tennessee had coming into this game. 30th in the National Football League in third down conversions so far today. 0 for 6 on third down attempts. So in order to keep this drive alive, they're going to need to pick up a chunk of yardage.
High snap, pulled it down, under pressure, throwing, incomplete. And another flag is thrown on this side of the field.
Looks like they're going to get TJ Carey holding Delaney Walker.
Prior to the pass, holding, number 38, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
There you got Carey on Delaney Walker. Just bear hugging him. So that's 2 times in this drive that TJ Carey has given up a first down.